We ran out of budget for the latest Baba Is You video. That's why this level looks like this. I think the worst part of this is the fact that stack text is actually more legible compared to the original. But we have join wall is stop. And this level pack is all about the word joined. And there's two different colors of wall, which are actually different objects. But in any case, it's this section over here that counts as the wall. And we probably need to find a way to clear that. Now, I could turn into a piece of ice right now. Not that I'm already not ice, but notice that I can set it up to say, not Baba Is You at the same time as God damn it. That's not my edit, by the way. That's just how the pack is. And anyway, the purpose is that I can change back. I can just change to Ice Is You. Some maneuvering will need to be there to get it there. And the whole point, eventually, I'm worried a little bit because Ice is not really distinguished from Baba as an object. I was trying to get Ice as Baba and Ice is wall at the same time, so we could have a disconnected wall, but I feel like I failed at the job. I think better is not Baba near. This is a little bit poopy. It's not really what I was going for, but okay, look, not Baba near ice is wall. So now you can see that wherever I turn, well, it's because this is not the gray wall, so I'm able to transform it into something else, and that means this is no longer stop. Unless I join it together, so I do need to break this. Break this part of it. Well, it seems like we have an extra is for some reason. Doesn't it seem that way? Maybe they don't have the budget for cheese prevention. Anyway, here we go. So, did you know this pack has music? You wouldn't be able to tell from that. But yeah, I completed a lot of these levels, which is like a tutorial for the join mechanic. I suppose I can show this first level because it shows what's a joined object and not. I'm just going to show this for a very little time. But if I break it at all, you see it's no longer joined. Globally, it's no longer considered a joined object. So let's go to, I don't even know actually. Let's go here. Antique Roadshow. That is a lot. I mean, it's just text in the middle though. Based on road is win. And where's the road? I mean, it's kind of all around, but we need to escape this area for one. I'm not even sure I see much pillars around. I'm gonna do like pillar is Baba so we can see if there even is one. There is a pillar there, but nowhere else. And of course, there's tons of road everywhere. This road is cursed. We could break a lot of statements. Well, that's kind of crazy because I could do pillar is win, right? What am I missing here? Okay, hold on. Just mess with the rules like crazy, man. I'm just moving pillar is win at the bottom right now. Okay, there's no way that was intended. Let's look at it a little bit. I don't know. I think it's like nigh impossible to tell what this was going for. As sad as that is to say, because like, I mean, the way to end this level normally, if you assume the rules cannot be changed at the bottom, is you stack vase, pillar, and road all in the same object, but you have all of them, like, you have pillar is safe at the very least. And then you somehow get a road. It also someone needs to do some squishy stack because the vase is currently a solid. But if I do road is you, I obviously create the curse situation. I apologize for not knowing what is going on there. Busy Streets by Cheese. Wow, cheese, huh? Keke is chill. Keke near Baba is Baba. Joined Baba is you. Wow. Well, this level, you can definitely say that it's very evocative. We're just gonna need to turn all the Babas and make them stack, because if they're diagonally near each other, they're not joined, because joined is not diagonal. So it's all about stacking all of them into one and making sure that diagonal never happens. And chill is completely random, by the way. So, yeah. Absolute spaghetti fest of unbelievable randomization. Is there any corner where a diagonal can't happen? Come on. Flag without Keke is win too. That means that, like, I must do this for every Keke. I guess having more Baba as surface area could potentially help. And then you stack them later. Amazing. Okay, nice. Spaced Out by ACB. Hello, Advanced Chess Battle for this. Do I, because this is a collab, do I put this in every playlist I have? Because I have playlists that contain every creator's work. I guess I do. That would be funny, right? Just put it in, okay, every place. Okay, so what do we have? Joined empty is road. We have road is stop, I cannot break. I mean, I can break that. I can, because the only thing that's blocking me is road, and there's not that many of it. But I do need to get past this dust, and there's not enough pieces of text to do such a thing. Road is stop. The road is stop bit probably can't be broken very easily. Why is there a door? I mean, the door can, like, clear out the empties, but is that even something I want? If anything, joined empty is door is something, but I also noticed that this is this is pretty bad. There's a dust, like, here and here. This is not my only is, so I can do empty is door. Joined empty is door and lock it to the bottom? Can we set up, like, door is push so that we can make a good amount of empties? I feel like this has to make more sense than it currently is making to me. For joined empty it's just bad. Like, why would I do joined X when I could just do the statement directly? Is there a joined empty is push that we aim to sync onto this? Does that even make any sense to sync in a move? Like, I don't even remember if the empty is push and then the syncing works the way I remember. I'm gonna do, okay, this is one experiment to test because I literally don't remember this. I know that you can do empty as push, and as long as you're moving in direction, for example, I cannot move up right now because the entire chain of blocks above the bat is a bunch of empties that lead into a solid. So the entire column is solid effectively at the moment. However, if there's decoration, like for example, if I move left and right over here, I can do it because there's a decoration, any object at all. So now let's try, it doesn't work. Yeah, it's kind of what I thought was more likely, huh? So, like, maybe join could do something with this, but I don't know. It's also funny, this is like one away from being a troll puzzle. Because we have 7 floating, not floating, but like 7 easily movable pieces of things to sink into, and it's 8 pieces of dust. Let's just make sure that this isn't the genre, yeah? I mean, okay. I mean, we kind of accidentally did this opening part. It never seems like doing this would be good. The only other thing I think of is like empty as door, of course, because that doesn't do anything. It's like that doesn't block the hell out of everything, you know. And then doing join door is push. But what can I even do that would possibly change the joined status of the doors while I'm here? Since I can't move the doors and stacking objects on does not change the joined status. Can I use these doors to clear a dust up there and then do door is empty again? There's a lot of open space here, so maybe we do door is empty afterwards. Ooh, that's an awesome idea, actually. You do join door is push, so you can go... Don't break that island. Oh my god, don't break this island. Well, I need to reset. Just to make sure, okay, so here's the situation. I'm not sure if they're doing this right. Like, I was trying to get an extra piece of text so you could have that total number of 8. I don't think it's working though, because they need to like break this in a way that traps the text so don't have any extra objects. Not really. Yeah, I guess I'm wondering if I'm really missing something with joined or not, because it seems like joined has to do something special in this level, even though I don't see how it could ever do that. Well, I'm just gonna proceed with the empty as door thing. And it could have restored 1+1 piece of text here, but... And then if... now I need 5 doors, which would be, like, here. So I need to set up empty as door, and then... And... do it, like, here. Where the text is being used also as ways to gain more empty slots, basically. If I got the is at the top right back... Maybe I could set it up different as well here. It's not really using the plank at the left of the word empty right now, but... Anyway, I break this immediately so that I, myself, can also be an empty. But now we do door is push. I assume the other piece of text don't factor in to anything, really. Okay, so you can do this, and there's so much decoration you can do something like this. Well, it would be better to go all the way up. Okay, and now there is this and this, and there we go. Excuse-moi, what the frog? I don't know. I thought there would be something more complicated. Unless this is just gonna be a comment section full of cheese complaints. Oh, Randomizer! Hello, hello! Hello, smiley face. It appears that joined Baba is used, so I cannot just break them. And Baba is also stopped, so I cannot stack them. Powered road eat Baba, but I also need powered flag is win. Okay, so what are we doing? Power. We have power here. Baba without track is boom. Okay, I'm looking around and I can't really see anything that would modify stuff. Like over here, there's no timer or anything seemingly. Track is track. I mean, you could do alternator. Is it just alternator? No, wait, because we have track is track at the top. Baba without track is... So there must be a track at least. Also, like, what does this have to do with joined? Seriously. Is joined really relevant? Why would I be two Babas here? Well, I guess it's making it hard to move up in here and, like, move this stuff down, isn't it? Oh, we have joined over... Oh my god! The word joined is over here as well. Well, anyway, Cloud is Sync would be nice to get rid of one of the Babas. Wait, the track isn't solid, so we can just delete one. Alright, excellent. Okay, it's very nice to only have one Baba. I love how, you know, if the Babas were not needed to be joined, we could just do something as power on the left and then have one Baba at the right side. That's classic. Anyway, again, like, the boom is gonna be an instant disaster. It will kill all the Babas, so that feels wrong. Maybe we set something up to make it join to do, I mean, joined X's power. I don't know how, though, because I see that the idea might work. The reason why we have two objects might be that the cloud is there so that we can make the tracks count as joined. That would be nice, but then I would need to find a way to make that happen in here, which does not seem very possible because no text can go above this right now. The and is also weird. Like, does joined track and track do anything? Maybe hold on. I actually do want to try this. Does this mean anything? Looking at the rules, it does not seem to do anything special. It's just each of them is individually power. And I just reset the what? Does this happen all the time? What just happened? The snow was, like, slower, if you remember. It didn't blow to the right so hard. Okay, I guess I'm once again going the editor to test something. Because it's a super timing-based thing, obviously, yeah? We probably want a cloud there, and we're gonna do joined cloud. I really need to test something like this. I guess the problem is... Oh, God. We need a dog. Frog. We need another join for the idea I'm going for. I'm just, of course, the idea is that joined causes a delay. Or, like, the transformation causes a delay. We need Cloud to sync also. That didn't work at all. The frog doesn't even look very cyan. But, oh, but if you have a piece of text. Ah, that is why this is so large, isn't it? Okay, you do something like this, for sure. Okay, but we also... Does it not work just with joined cloud as power directly? It doesn't, so you need the transformation. But how? Because track is track. So it must be joined cloud, right? Yeah, there were some ideas I had about, like, being sync. Because it could interrupt a piece of text, but maybe sync and power. Except we put the sync here already, so that's not great. Oh, and just to make sure that this doesn't work with just a simple track as sync and no other object, right? Well, hold on. We, of course, need to only have one track that's separate and then break. Yeah, it doesn't work. So you do need the... Oh, God. You do need it. Okay, I've been on this level for a while, to be honest. Like, there's... It's just like a huge, like, timing thing. I don't know. Even look at this screeny of this level or something. But Yeah, the one turn delay is of course very interesting, and the fact that you do need join Track's power, I'm pretty sure you actually just do need that. The thing is, this just doesn't work. I wonder if there's like a deeper chain that, like, it's not so simple as just a single move. It's just like, you need something that shuts off the join track and then turns it on again or something. See if that's possible to make. I think that would be some sort of a join track is sync though. So then you have a cloud that's like pushing into... A cloud that's pushing into a track so that we can trigger the join track is sync. But then when it's sync, we break this statement somehow by breaking some text. See, we don't have enough, do we? Like, what I wanted to do is have text that breaks cloud is cloud, so we can actually have a cloud is track. I don't think we have the text for... I'm just gonna add this in, even though it's not, like, real, so I can show what the idea is. You do this, you put that behind here. Need this cloud, which will then become track and join up again. Does this work? Please work. Okay, so you can see there, we have a chain of actions where on this turn it's off, and this is on. The only problem is I don't think I have the text for this. Would be so cool though. It would make sense why it would be so hard / easy to get distracted by this level. In the seeming impossibility of that other solution where you would need 2 joined to get it to work. Plus the fact that I have 2 Baba here, remember that the text was kind of stuck to the top in a way that I sacrificed the Baba to use. If only I didn't need this. Is there some decoration curse we can do? Because if I do this now, of course, I can't get the push. Where the goal was to clear this track away. We could also do it the other way around. Like, if this is track, and track is push, we have the same kind of thing. If only there was some other object I could put. And again, this is extra. And the same thing would work. So, but if I can do track, I can do cloud is track up there, right? Hold on, let's do this. Oh my god, this might be it. Cloud. Because what you need is track is push. That's all you need. And that means I can do... Switch sync to here. Yes! Yes, because right now we have an extra track and we can use one that is in cross formation. What did I just do? Oh, right, I'm such a fool, right? Of course I need to put these back in position. Here... With the cloud. Yes! Okay, this level is awesome. The red herring there, like with the double joint, is excellent. And the path is also awesome with the needing to do such a cross formation. Excellent. Really quality level. My gosh. Anyway. We will go and actually make that... Oh! We have a problem. I just realized we have a problem. Well, it shouldn't be that bad, because we just did the thing, but... The problem is one of these pieces of text appears to need to be stuck to the top. Except that it turns out we didn't need the other Baba nonsense anyway. Yeah, the other Baba is part of the red herring, huh? Anyway, we will put all these in position, like, not in the editor, just so that we're 100% that, like, this is, like, solvable and not a mistake in the editor or whatever. I believe we're gonna have a problem where we need to actually spend one of them on the road. Okay. What is this opening? I need to do, like, cloud is power, and then delete one Baba here, because I actually do need all the tracks. Alright, let's make it. Tracks, cloud... Everything else. Alright. Excellent. Just such a legendary level, my god. Holy. We appear to have only 4 levels left, so let's get to that quick. 4 or 5, seemingly. Load bearer. Okay. Chiron pillar is something... Not joined pillars boom, but these are actually pipes right here. Joined pipe is push. Chair, and then we have telly as well. So pillar is something I can just go through. It looks like chair is push is like the only thing I can do. Pillar on text is weak, so I can't do that, and then something explodes. So now we don't have a pillar to make pillar is win anymore. And it seems like pillar is win is what we need. Well, I guess the chairs are teleporting them. The graphics are nice. These graphics are familiar, this color scheme, I will say. So chair is telly, is that what we need? Is that all we need? Seriously, I don't know if that's all we need, because that feels easy. I guess joined pipe is telly. I mean, you could just do... You could literally teleport the word win with the chair, but... You can't. Wait a minute. Okay, it looks like we have an easier win, but like... Yeah, okay, fine. I'm just gonna like do this so we can pretend that there is something deeper involved. Chairs push. Oh, I was gonna put a pipe here to join them together, but the pillar is gonna move out. Okay, fine. There's still a way to go with that. And I know that you can just do chairs telly and move the wind to the other side. I'm trying to make content. Here. Now do chairs push. So we can be like, oh, join pipe on chair is telly. There, and now let's grab the win. Okay, there we go. It's totally not like chair is telly could have done the same thing. Anyway, let's go. Every star stays by 1 LZ. Whoa, that's a lot. Oh my god, a custom star graphic. And there's a cursor on the word power for whatever reason. And okay, it seems like a lot is going on. What's preventing me from insta-winning? Well, I guess this table is in the way. Can someone tell me why I keep disappearing? Powered table is stopped. But then, if I delete this power, I'm gonna have a problem with this chair. Because not powered chair is stopped. Why are we playing as a joined character? It's just like that other level in a way, yeah? But what's going on at the bottom with the eat level thing? The lose conditions there? You got sink as well. Is it gonna be the same concept? That would be funny if two people came up with the same. The word sink is just hiding in the grass. I don't know what's going on at the bottom. The grass is cursed on grass. Why? We doing an alternator thing? I don't know. But also, is there anything blocking text from passing through? It's the cursor. It's the cursor that is acting like it's a piece of text. Okay, never seen that before. Honestly, really weird. Because cursor is supposed to have, you know, other meanings than just being a tracker, but okay. So I would expect this to be easier, but you know, who knows, right? We could do something with changing and turning power off. We, of course, need to do such things, but, like, maybe it goes here. And also, we're getting to stack the trains, seemingly, because, like, we have this tunnel here. So it's, like, just joined. Why do we have a dust? I mean, the conceit of this is not difficult. It's just go here, turn off power, go there, turn the power back on. We can only bring text through. I'm just gonna stack these, to be honest. Okay. And we can bring text through, so we probably shove things through here. Join dust this power. I honestly feel like this should be a lot easier than that other level. You do join dust this power, but you also have a star that... Oh god. Okay, this is the star. Wait. That means I need to do the star as power, actually. Then there's a dust that gets sunken. Not now. And then the star is separated at the beginning. Wow! What's wrong with me? Here. Okay, now we should be able to do it, right? Right? This is the setup, I feel like. We have so much text we can just drop. I'm moving all the text in. We're kind of blocked in there. Hopefully that's not an issue. Why do I do this to myself? This text is not the ones that matter. I don't think I'd even need the word push. How utterly insane do you think I am? Okay, so, do this. Set up the power. We don't need all this, right? Here. Join star as power. Now we need star as sync at the end. So the things that we sacrifice here are gonna be here. Okay, now star is sync. Later. Not now, fool. Later. Alright, that was pretty straightforward. But maybe, like, that other level gave me the ideas required to just do that quick, you know? Anyway, like Night and Day by Still Your Putty. Oh my god, what's going on? Death. Death, death, why? Because dust to defeat. Well, that's not great. How do we fix that? Join Pillar on Sun is done. Not join Pillar on Moon. What's Pillar doing? I don't even see them. Auto. We have auto. So we could set up Baba's win and switch and do a switcheroo. Interesting. So, we can make them done. So I guess the pillars are just moving together? But they don't want to move together as well. Okay, I guess that's the issue, right? You sit here, you're like, oh, I want pillar is auto. Except you can't have the pillars vertically. And not join pillar on moon is done. Okay. These decorations, man. Cat, cup. Why is that there? So how do you displace them? It's also interesting that Baba is here. Why is Baba here? Hyper stop, Isis stop. Like, that has nothing to do with anything. So, how? How actually? Because, like, the pillars seemingly need to be displaced. I could put a piece of text here so at least they would move to the right at the same time, then Baba's wind triggers at the same time, but I think that's not the thing. That is not enough. Maybe I need to give the pillars a little push. Okay, if we're doing that... I don't know that we can do this. I was thinking of doing a text stack with pillar is auto, but then it's like, what do you stack? And how do you not get it stuck immediately? Like, for example, if I wanted to stack the word auto here with the word push. I really do want to do pillar is push plus auto. Oh, the road isn't real. Oh my god, why am I... Oh my god, no one talk about that. Okay, so maybe you can do it. Can we even do this? Come on. Problem is the push timing I'm not completely familiar with. But pillar is push. Maybe we need a piece of text in here to help. Okay, so pillar is auto. Stack push. It does work. And I want to lingui right now, because that pillar is never getting off the wall. And even pillar is you seems unlikely now. I guess I don't know what the joint is doing. I'm gonna go in editor to show what I want to do with the idea. The idea is to set it up. Okay, I had to do this because like it's so hard to make it work here, but here. You wait, boom. So they're not synced here, but with the combination of pillar being push, I can just do this, and now they're synced together. And then we have Baba's win. Maybe we're not supposed to stack. Just cross formation, it'll work. Except, what's hard about is getting the stack to work, and all of it set up, because we're gonna need the pillars to be close by as we do all this. But it shouldn't be that unaccomplishable. Let's get back in the real game. Okay, and let's see what we can do, right? So we can do easy switches with pillar is you, the classic vertical. This is a very familiar pattern in this game by now. Also do here. We need one more. Is join getting used at all? As in the word join down here. Oh, it's the fact that this is put against the road is why it kind of looks like the road would be solid for another reason why. Okay, I don't even know how... I can't get the things to stack without me immediately unstacking them with auto. Maybe it is joined pillar is auto. It would look like this. Imagine this is overcomplicated. I don't know why my keyboard moved like that. Anyway, do this. Why don't I just do joint is push? Here, joint pillar is push. Okay, well, I guess I'm just an expert at doing things that don't need to be done. Come on, me. What the frog was that? And there's no way this is a collab pack, so there's no extra level. There's no way that I'm gonna be rewarded for doing that nonsense. Anyway, Twisted Playground, hello. Oh, come on! Yeah, I also agree with the what's on the bottom right. Because the community decided to hide this level all the way here. There's a massive fuse of text everywhere. What are we doing? Probably alternator setup. Died. Okay. What the frog? So we have fall and fall for some reason. There's like a sun thing. Sun ting wong. Sun is fall doesn't work. Why is the sun there? It looks like not text is okay. The text is the thing making the alternator, right? But it also appears we have some Demand for changing Baba into Bad Bad? Wait, why can I not do this? All is group, all is not all, group is group. Is this just to prevent anything from turning into any other object? What is revert doing then? Hold on, did I miss something on the turn one? No. Doesn't seem like it. But at the same time, plain eat Baba, what rocket eat Bad Bad, that seems clearly there so that I can switch Baba to Bad Bad. Let's do not all is Bad Bad for no reason. Amazing. Okay, let's just try a text this fall moment. I see, so it breaks all of the things that turn objects into other objects, yeah? So you do text this fall to the left, and and a lot of the top stuff breaks, so now Baba and Bad Bad can revert into each other again. Or change into each other. So I need like a text this fall alternator as well as a sun and moon reversion alternator. Lol. Yes, we're doing it together. I don't even think I'm doing this, like, moving all the blocks in for real. CBA to move all these. But, okay, text is fall. We should list all the things that... And we probably need all as revert, right? Because we're doing a bunch of the same types of transformations. Oops, please don't. Sun. Is bad, bad. Okay. Of course, we need to switch from text to fall. You do text this fall, which should make text this fall to the right happen. However, it appears we want joined text this fall with all this nonsense, and the fact that the word play is right here, and it's the only disconnected thing. So we want joined text this fall. Because that's the only way that we can start without having the stars stop cause a huge issue. I'm getting a bit concerned though. It seems like we have the amount of whats in order to fit everything. Does it? Well, maybe it doesn't need to fit. Maybe that's not what the idea is. Maybe the what is just there to pad this out and whatnot. So we need this. We need to move this elsewhere just for now because we need to fit these in, I'm pretty sure. And then we have to deal with the fact that these are going to be in the way. No, this joint text this fall stuff goes in its own spaces. I don't even know the all is revert timing off my memory. I need to clump these all up if we want these to even work, by the way. Let's do a test that probably will fail, but whatever. So we turn it once, but I failed to make it work on the other side. Oh god, are we seriously one text off from working? Let's just add it and see what will happen. Wait, we have a problem. We need more than that because... Okay, we need to add +2 from what I have to make this work. That doesn't bode well, but... Hey, look at that. Wow, it went off without a hitch except for the fact that I apparently have two things. I need 2 pieces of text. Oh god, where have I gone so wrong? Well, I could probably move this here. Then I have this. Does this work? No, I'm so bad at lists. I'm so bad. Just ridiculously bad. Well, what can you say? I mean, that was one of the most smooth solving processes. I was even worried at one point that like I accidentally like undid and like made one more what than I needed to, but it turns out we just have an extra floating piece of text, so it doesn't even matter. All right, let's go win the level in for real now. Well, there's only one left, so let's go. Exhaust spacer. Of course, that gets the top right position. Very, very nice. So what do we have? Oh, this is gonna be like a grid paper puzzle or something, huh? So what do we have here? We made power because we just split the joining of ice. The ice was joined, and now, once I did that, it's no longer joined. Over here, out in space is what? Nothing really? Okay. So what's the goal? Is win. We need not powered statue is win. So we need to use the pillars to not... Wait, but pillars stop though, right? What? So it's possible to not get it cut off. Interesting idea. That doesn't feel possible. Unless you cut off, like, the top edge. Like that. So if you completely fill in the top, you're fine. But the pillars will pose a guaranteed problem. So are we forced to, like, route around that? Always. Let me see if I can. Although this, like, being sort of a geometric issue makes this not... I'm not suited for solving this kind of thing. I do feel like the is something that we, like we just poke... to me, it just feels like we poke out the is, and then, like, go back. That is what I feel about it. It's just hard to make it work. Here, whatever. Okay, now the is win. Well, now don't we have two things that we need to get rid of on the top row, so this is, like, pretty bad also. I have low expectations of myself here. What the hell? Look at this top row disaster I just caused. Look at all the concessions I need to make for, like, just putting in the word win. I need to do this first, and it looks so bad. It looks so bad to the point I think I messed up my is. Very pure puzzle, though. Okay, I'm sure this visual is a little bit cursed, but because I worked on a game that involves lots of paper puzzle-like stuff, I'm kind of familiar with the vibe of how it feels to think of the solution space for this puzzle. And because it's about the top edge and routing around these pillars, it's almost liquid. It's almost like it has liquidity to it. Like your path is locked to this liquid-like fluid that must stick to the edges. That is the way that I think of these. And of course, the liquid can, like, curve into the is and move in. But we're definitely not going to have liquid that goes between this pillar and anything that cuts off the pillars, you know? It's just funny because I don't think I've ever used that. I've never said that thought process in an actual IOI-based video. In fact, let's try to grab the is from the other side. Let's see how that feels. Well, it's surprisingly possible. Of course, we need a lot more for the win. And I'm pretty sure they need to join up the is and the win, but I'm gonna reset to try to, like, have a closer sense of what I would do if this wasn't a restriction, but, like, like, how do you get the is and the win connected? Because I feel like that. Yeah, that. Something like that. Except the top is obviously messed up, and the side not being used is way too suspicious. We want the win at the end like that. That would be awesome. But we just can't have this nonsense of moving the win and then it's like a complete impossibility. Alright, undid back to here. So we want to use a side path. How about we try this? This, and then move it to the edge, and then we have this. Yeah, this looks great. Okay, there we go. Love that. The levels look so elegant. I was wondering if, like, this was a tightly constructed level, and there's actually a bunch of open space to the left. But this could have felt more, you know, all of those could have been pillars. But anyway, there you go. The chess battle has been advanced. Looks like there's no ending. No, I don't think there is. Like, I know this, I was waiting for when this level was gonna, or there's a level close by here which could have been turned into something. Yeah, this one. This one could have been leveled as something, but I don't think there's an ending. It doesn't look like we could even possibly get an ending. Like, I didn't see enough level transformations for anything like that to happen. Here's a cat. Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know what? You just end with the cat, bye. Wow. Wow.